top of the world. Thank you.
This I here declare this session closed.
Thank you, sir. At this time, we are ending our open session. I would like to thank all the presenters and especially our chairman, sir, His Excellency Asfaq Dengano, and our co-chair, Shri S.M. Hussain, sir, for concluding this session. At this time, I would like to request our chairperson to give a moment of thanks for all the presenters. I'll call upon the name of the presenters. First, Dr. Amos Reddy. I request you to be on the dais, please. The second presenter was Shri D.S. Jha.
Very thought-provoking visual solution.
The third presenter was Dr. B.R.K. Pillai.
Sorry for overshooting.
Thank you, sir. At this time also, I would like to ask our chairperson, sir, His Excellency, to present a moment of thanks to our co-chair, sir, Sri S.M. Hussain, sir. Thank you, sir. At this time, I would like to request Shri A.B.N. Pandya, sir, to present a moment of thanks to our chairman, sir. Thank you, sir.
Stalwarts of the water resources sector.
So we have finished our open session now.
The deliberations of last 2 days, I would like to invite the following dignitaries to kindly grace the dais. I first of all request the S.M. Hussain, member CWC and Deputy General NWDA, to kindly grace the dais in his presence. Take his seat on the dais. I request Shri N.K. Mathurji, member CWC, to kindly grace the dais. I request Dr. R.D. Singh, Honorable Director NIH, to kindly take his seat on the dais. I request Mr. Jun Matsumoto, Task Team Leader, World Bank, to kindly grace the dais. Mr. Jun Matsumoto. I request Shri S.N. Verma, MD, UJVNL, to kindly grace the dais. I request Dr. D.S. Arya, Professor and Head Department of Hydrology, IIT Roorkee, to kindly grace the dais. And last but not the least, I request Pramod Narayan, Project Director, DRIP, CWC, to kindly take his seat on the dais. Thank you, sirs. As we begin with the program of validity function, first of all, I would like to thank all of you and all the dignitaries present here who have taken out time out of their busy schedules to grace the occasion and make it a more fruitful and memorable one. To express our thankfulness, I request, we would like to present bouquets to express this gratitude. I would first of all request Professor N.K. Goyal to kindly present a bouquet to Shri S.M. Hussain ji. GM, UJVNL, to kindly present a bouquet to Shri Sanjay Kunduji. I request Shri Sandeep Singhji, Director UJVNL, to kindly present a bouquet to Shri Dr. R.D. Singhji. I request Dr. Brijesh Yadav, Associate Professor, Department of Hydrology, IIT Roorkee, to kindly present a bouquet to Shri S.N. Vermaji. I request Shri O.P. Gupta ji, Director, CWC, to kindly present the bouquet to Dr. I request Mr. Yoki Vijay to kindly present the bouquet to Shri Pramod Narayan ji. Thank you, sirs. Thank you very much. The last 2 days have been full of knowledge exchange and fruitful deliberations, and all of it is directed towards the great mission of dam safety through the ambitious yet carefully planned and executed project of DRIP. However difficult it may seem, this task holds utmost importance for our nation, a nation which has several rivers and thousands of dams. And with the dedication and courage of this, kindly present the recommendations of the conference. RSM.
The dais, dear participants, guests, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. Proceedings of the conference were divided into 6 sessions, and there were more than 36 papers that were presented. And here I am with you to share the recommendations that we have received from our repertoires, and also I'll be sharing with you the feedbacks that we have received from the participants. So to start with, the first session was on health of aging dams and corrective measures. So recommendations were: effective dam safety inspection and surveillance program are required to timely detect the deteriorations in the health of old concrete and masonry dams. Advances in instrumentation technologies provide new ways to monitor dams. That was the second recommendation from this group. And the third one was fiber optic sensing has the potential of providing a reliable way of monitoring these structures. So very important ones. The second session was flood management at existing dams. So recommendations were: any suitable dam break model may be used for dam break study. So recommendation is that a dam break model or a dam break study should be carried out in advance. Flood forecast with graded rainfall data is an emerging technology. These days, data scarcity is not such a big problem as it was, because there are so many data sets that are available globally. And the recommendation was that the graded rainfall data available from different sources should be used as an emerging data sets. Then digital elevation models assisted with to estimate response of catchments using geomorphoclimatic instantaneous unit hydrograph for designing flood and design flood estimation was another recommendation. Regression equation developed by DRIP for estimating the sediment deposition in reservoir should be tested in different regions of India. And the last recommendation from this group was that the models are available these days. New models with 2D and 3D modeling capabilities are available, and these should be tested as to the extent it is possible. Third session was on planning, design, construction and rehabilitation of dams, novel technologies. And the recommendations were willow stick method for leakage detection, which is a geophysical method, can be an effective method. So participants, they can carry these messages from here. Then polyurethane resins for underwater repair can be resorted but with caution. Geomembranes, very popular and may be an effective method for controlling seepage from dams and other structures. Fourth session was on innovations in assessment-based maintenance of dams. Remote operated vehicles may be used for underwater inspection of dam components, a very good recommendation. Possibility of sustainable dredging needs to be explored. The word that is important here is sustainable because there are so many apprehensions about the dredging. Application of non-destructive inspection technique for surveying a dam body such as impact elastic waves can reveal a range of degradation. That was another recommendation. Crack opening of emergency gates is a practical and easy solution. However, the life of gates and hosting mechanism is entirely shortened after each such cracking as from the respective part. Then in the fifth session, which was on institutional strengthening for sustainable dam safety initiatives, the recommendations are portfolio hazard categorization of dam is important for effective dam safety management for rehabilitation of dams. Dams are also likely to suffer from hydrological extremes generated out of climate change. Modern asset management tools are the need of hour, and the DRIP program and other programs, related programs, should take advantage of these management tools. State dam safety organizations should implement risk-based thinking, and DSOs should identify the training needs and implement quality management program. The last session was on emergency action plan for dams towards disaster resilience, and the recommendations were that the hydrodynamic modeling need to be undertaken for each dam for preparation of emergency action plan. Emergency action plan should be prepared with the aim to reduce response time for recovery of a disaster resilient society. Efforts should be made for creation of additional storage in different sub-basins of River Ganga, and also to ensure better availability of water during the non-monsoon period. Last recommendation was integrated operations of reservoir during monsoon period is essential for reducing the flood vagaries. So these were the important recommendations that we have received from the reporters. So after this, I would like to share the feedback that we have received from the participants. So this summary of feedback is based off more than 100 feedback forms that we have given to the participants and we have received. There were important aspects which they have been asked to rate as well as to remark. Number one was about the presentations, and rating scale is 1 to 5. 5 is excellent, and overall we are at 4, so very good. So yes, all the presenters, they need it, and I will be very happy if you do it again. Conference material, overall 4.2. So, and this particular one, which says conference arrangement, it takes highest 4.5. And I would like to underline here the efforts made by UJVML staff. You will see that most of us, are the ones who are in the foreground. But in the background, there is a team of more than 100 officers of UJVNL, many from CWC, and many students from IIT Roorkee. So they deserve this. The last, which was they were asked to rate, was overall conference content and design. So 4.3. I thank you all the participants for giving all these good remarks, but at the same time, I also have some remarks with me which I would like to share. Well, I would like to feel happy, so I'll start with the positive ones. So it was a multi-dimensional discussion. Most of the participants have written these remarks, so thank you. Very good industry interaction. So credit goes to CWC because they have brought around 40 sponsors here, and it was really a very good industry interaction. Next, introduction to novel tools and methodologies. So again, it goes to the sponsors who have come from industry as well as the participants who are here, who have presented the papers, and this is for them. Then stress on capacity building. I think this we have received that more and more emphasis should be on capacity building. Then a very good arrangement. So it is there. A very good venue. So credit goes to the team which Professor Goyal has led here, and he has really put his best efforts to making this venue very good. I have some suggestions, and some of them I have to take with a pinch of salt also. Parallel sessions for better time management. This was one of the sessions, and due to some overlapping and more time was given to the inaugural and so on. So short time, the presentation time was shortened, and as a result, many of the participants has written that a parallel session would have been a better, because the time was short, not only in terms of presentation but also in terms of interaction. I received a few feedback about the registration problem. I apologize to all those participants who have faced this problem, and I would like to apologize one participant who has written a complete letter in feedback stating that the problem that he has faced. I do not know who he is, but I apologize on behalf of all the organizers, CWC, UJVNL and IIT Roorkee. I apologize that he has faced the problem. Then time management I have already discussed. More time for problem-based discussions with delegate. So it's a very good suggestion, and I will pass it on to the organizers of the 4th Dam Safety Conference that more time should be given to the problem-based discussion. Conference discussion outcomes should permeate to field engineers. A very good suggestion, and I'll request CWC to prepare the recommendation and pass it on to the end user who are the engineers, and I'll request them, it should be shared with them. Dam safety should be part of academic curriculum. So another very good suggestion that has come from the participant, and I, as head of the department of hydrology department, along with my fellow colleagues, head from water resources development as well as alternate hydro energy, civil engineering, will request, I request them to include parts of this program into the curriculum, academic curriculum, so that we address it. Then we have field visit information should be conveyed in advance. So I again apologize if some of you have faced this problem, but next time we will put it in advance on our website. Conference venue should be non-drip states. So I pass it on this suggestion again and feedback to the organizer, particularly to DRIP Secretariat, so that they see all the possible pros and cons of organizing such a conference in a non-DRIP state. This suggestion is very important, that there should be one paper on outcome of DRIP. So again, I pass it on to the DRIP Secretariat that if they can prepare a kind of white paper on DRIP and its successful implementation, that will be very useful. Another suggestion was accommodation should be near to venue. So good suggestion, we have taken it. If someone has faced problem due to this, I apologize again. Dharma should be integrated into India race. So again, CWC has to take, DRIP has to take care of it. Finally, arrangement for quality improvement of engineers. So it was another thing that there should be something in terms of short term and long term, so that the professional engineers, practicing engineers who are at the site and who has to really take a decision when it is really important, should be taught, should be made, learn to all these things. I thank you very much, all the participants who have given their feedback, and thank you very much. Enjoy your evening. Bye.
Sir, when Professor Arya was mentioning about the suggestions which have been received, I can only remember a couple of lines. It says, "Abhi se पाँव के छाले न देखो, अभी से पाँव के छाले न देखो, अभी यारों सफ़र की इब्तिदा है." अभी तो हमें ऐसे बहुत सफ़र तय करने हैं और बहुत शुरुआत हुई है. आई एम श्योर इन द टाइम टू कम वी आर गोइंग टू हैव बेटर अरेंजमेंट्स, better conferences, more output oriented, and I'm sure the vision with which the conferences are planned by DRIP Secretariat, Government of India, CWC, or the organizers, the conferences are going to get better. And the meticulous noting of the way forward that has been noted and which will be passed on to the organizers of future conferences clearly reflects that vision. I now request Shri S.N. Verma, MD UJVNL, to kindly make his remarks on the conference. Sir.
Good evening, everybody. Dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, all the participants, the organizers, the industry partners. I must thank you all that you all came here, accumulated at one place, delivered so valuable lectures, which is basically a knowledge transfer from one side to another side. And we dealt with a very delicate subject of the safety of the dam. I must tell you one thing on this occasion, that the country needs, whosoever is the country or the people needs water. Our Honorable Prime Minister tells everywhere that water should be conserved. And the conservation of water, संरक्षण, पानी का संरक्षण, conservation of water, if it is to be taken, it is the only way to do it by dams and barrages. Even if you link the rivers, which is a very prestigious program in the country, which has not yet happened, it has not taken the shape. Still continuing with the dialogues and deliberations. Even if it happens, it will happen with dam and barrages to leave all those waters. Meaning thereby that dams and barrages has to be there, rather it will increase in numbers in future. If the country is to be developed, if the people are to be satisfied, contented and progressive, this water conservation through dam and barrages will have to happen. Then comes, secondly, it comes the safety of such structures. We will have to learn further. And for that, in sequence, the CWC, with the assistance of the World Bank and such a learned group which comes everywhere in the dam safety programs, we are spreading that knowledge, trying to accumulate that experience from one to another, participation of all the states, look that this is to happen and this is the remedy. We are sensitizing the people, we are sensitizing our dam owners, we are sensitizing whosoever is the stakeholders in the whole process. Kindly look at it seriously, sincerely, so that the betterment in the future should happen. We have to learn much and much. We have to have better conferences in future. So the suggestions are, so the recommendations are, we will take it to the heart, we will further develop, show you the strength further in beautiful manner, and whatever is the discrepancies, problems you faced in Uttarakhand, we are responsible for that. We feel sorry, we apologize for that. But that will make a learning for others and us for future to further strengthen the things so that you should be comfortable wherever you go, so that you must deliver such things which will pass on to the different people for the betterment of the world. Thank you very much.
To grace the valedictory session, we have with us Dr. R.D. Singh, Director, NIH. Dr. R.D. Singh acquired higher education in hydrology from University College Galway, Ireland. Before taking over as Director, NIH, he was holding the charge of Nodal Officer Hydrology Project 2, a World Bank funded project for Peninsular region of India, recently completed by NIH. He has research and development experience of more than 35 years in different areas of hydrology and water resources. He has published more than 350 research papers in the reputed international and national journals, international and national seminar, workshop, etc. I request Dr. Singh to make his remarks on the deliberations of the past 2 days. Sir.
Yes, participants of the workshop, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, this particular session, it has been an experience for us. We had learned many field-related issues because when our institute is also under Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Rejuvenation, and we are doing work, R&D work related to this issue related with the dam safety. And there are many issues which have been brought out by the presenter and which require serious thinking. So just it has been mentioned like the climate change is one of the issues. So when we are talking about the climate change, then everybody is aware that extreme rainfall is increasing, number of rainy days are decreasing. Under these circumstances, the dams which are already existing, we have to seriously think the hydrological design of those dams, because those dams have been designed for a particular design flood. So now if the kind of rainfall pattern which we are receiving, so whether those dams are safe for that kind of rainfall pattern or not, that need to be thoroughly investigated at first instance. As it has been pointed out by Dr. Reddy in his this presentation, that the work which has already been done a long time back, regular, the continuous efforts on various aspects that are not being done to address many issues which are very important for the dam safety point of view. Another important thing is we have to think over that under the changing climate and increasing population, the kind of the per capita water availability is decreasing. Under those circumstances, what kind of intervention for the water conservation which we require immediately? Because since long time we are facing the problem that dams are not being encouraged, dams are being opposed. So it is our responsibility to bring out certain facts before the people who are opposing that with the kind of intervention which they are suggesting and making that is not going to be enough for meeting the increasing water demand not only in the irrigation sector but in all the sector because of increase in our population. So that is we engineers, we are not able to bring forward all those issues, and as a result we are not able to